into a greenhouse. How about the local botanical conservatory? Well, think about how you feel when you go there. You feel peaceful, don't you? It's refreshing and beautiful and green. Now think about how you feel when you're at home. Maybe you're exposed to secondhand smoke, or the air around your home is polluted. Maybe your family recently repainted a room, and the fumes smell terrible. And living with other humans, no matter how much we love them, can be just plain stressful. Well, that's where the plants come in. Just looking at these plants, do you feel your mood lifting? We can't tell, but they're already hard at work cleaning this room's air of toxins and chemicals. Sounds like houseplants might make a good addition to your home. Plants and flowers have been a part of our society for hundreds of years. People have given them as gifts for new babies and weddings and even funerals. Some of us may receive roses this Valentine's Day. You may think that flowering plants are the nicest, but even plants that never flower in cultivation can have an amazing range of colors, textures, patterns, and yet different sizes and shapes of the leaf in the entire plant. Studies show the benefits of living with plants. The website for Bayer Advanced lists several benefits of houseplants. As plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen, they make perfect buddies for humans. They also release water vapor and increase humidity, which can help prevent respiratory problems. Coughing as you walk across your breathing carpet. As referenced in Bayer Advanced website, NASA says that plants remove toxins found in various man-made products, such as grocery bags and paint. Amazingly, the plant can then use the toxins as food for itself. Different numbers of plants in a home will have different benefits. A large plant in a pot 8 inches or greater in diameter, set every 129 square feet, improves health and reduces fatigue and stress. In an 1,800 square foot house, 15 to 18 plants in 6 to 8 inch pots will purify the air. That's equivalent to about one larger plant every 100 square feet. Different plants have different benefits. Bayer Advance offers a chart that includes a list of different types of plants and what benefits they have. Spider plants and philodendrons both purify the air and remove formaldehyde, whereas English ivy, this is a type of ivy anyway, removes benzene. The Boston fern humidifies the air, and peace lilies remove mold from the air. Depending on your air quality needs, you can find the plant for you. According to the website for an Asthma and Allergy Associates PC and Research Center, houseplants also reduce stress by giving you decreased blood pressure and a feeling of well-being. A study published in Important Tech magazine shows the effects of plants on happiness. In a 7-week study at a long-term care facility, a group of 31 elderly people participated in a 1-hour plant care activity once a week, while another group of 31 did not participate. At the end of the study, the group that had participated in the plant activities reported significantly greater psychological well-being, while the well-being of the other group decreased. Even NASA is curious about houseplants and performed a study. In the late 80s, NASA partnered with the Associated Landscape Contractors of America in a 2-year study on houseplants. They placed different types of plants in sealed plexiglass containers and then injected different chemicals. Different plants did better jobs neutralizing different chemicals, and the study suggested that the plants yet can combat sick building syndrome, or serious indoor air pollution occurring in badly ventilated buildings. You should bring a plant as a gift the next time you visit someone in the hospital. Effects of flowering and foliage plants in hospital rooms on patients recovering from abdominal surgery, which describes a study performed in Korea, states that in a randomized clinical trial to see if plants in hospital rooms have a therapeutic effect, 90 hospital patients who had all received appendectomies. Some of these appendectomy patients stayed in rooms that contained plants, and others stayed in rooms without plants. And the patients were placed random. The patients who stayed in rooms containing plants used less medicine, had lower heart rates and blood pressures, were less anxious or fatigued or in pain, and felt happier, and were more satisfied with their room. However, the length of hospital stay was not significantly affected by the presence of plants. So whether or not receiving a plant will help the patient come home sooner, it may very well make their hospital stay more pleasant. Unlike fancy, expensive electronics found at specialty stores, houseplants are available at many grocery stores, and you can find a houseplant for under $15. And just think that $15 goes even further if you later split the plant, and by cutting off a bit and rooting it in water, you can make a baby plant. With care to patients, you can multiply your favorite houseplant and have more to love without spending additional money. To my knowledge, you can't do that with a cat. And there's no litter box, there's no daily care. The ones I'm showing you here are very forgiving, good starter plants, especially the philodendron and the spider plants. There is some hands-on care, but for healthy plants, it's infrequent. The benefits far outweigh the cost and work. You're not starting up a saltwater aquarium or a multi-level aviary here. You can also choose a pot that matches both the plant and your decor. You can name them, my cousins did. They have personalities with little imagination, and they keep your secrets. Plants don't need food, litter box, walks, or trips to the vet, and you can leave them for the weekend. But I warn you, you will get attached. It's a joy to take care of something living, and it's free to know that they don't need constant attention. I have found them to be fun, beautiful pets, and so far have managed not to get bitten. Now, what's the scariest part about owning a plant? You might be worried you might not be able to take care of it. You may point out that you lack the time, the knowledge, the space, and the experience. If you took a plant home today, would you be concerned, especially if it was a gift? You'd feel terrible killing a gift. What pressure, knowing the person who gave it to you was liable to come for a visit. What if they saw it all brown, and crispy, or wilted? After all, don't you need $500 of equipment and special water, and a care scheduled under the hour to keep one of these things alive? Just look at one wrong and we'll shrivel up. Do you feel stressed just thinking about this? Now, real quick, do any of you have animals as a pet? I'll tell you a secret. Most plants are easier to take care of than a pet. This is not a tropical lizard, or even a gerbil. The hardest part is repotting them. That's important to know how to do, because after time, plants get roots grow, so the pot is stuffed. We all know how uncomfortable clothing is that's too small. Yes. Well, okay, besides that, yes, so plants will need repotted. But, yeah, a little practice and a little knowledge, it's not as hard as you might think. Yes, although books about houseplant care are valuable, they aren't necessary. Most plants you buy come with a label on the pot or a tag stuck in the dirt with basic information on the amount of sun and water the plant will need. A few plants are poisonous, but you can research your plant for that information. Obviously, if you fall in love with a plant that's poisonous, you're going to keep it up and out of the reach of little kids and pets. We've seen how plants clean the air and how they can help the emotional state of surgery patients. I've told you how easy certain species are cared for and how inexpensive they can be. Hopefully I've convinced you that although plants don't do well with total neglect, keeping them healthy won't take up much of your time. Our family has dozens of plants. My grandma has a lot too. You might not own any houseplants yet, but they are a rewarding hobby if you pick the right ones and aren't needy or demanding. Anyone from 10 to 110 can look after a plant. Even if you only have room for one plant, it's worth it. So go on, take your $15 and bring home a plant today.
Number 4.